It's a grizzly.
Should we get out of here?
No. We're gonna watch and listen.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Paranormal Cryptid Rabbit Hose with myself and psychic medium Sonya.
Hello.
Hello, Laurel, Crazy Witch, Nicole, Brenda, Standing Stones. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing?
Hi, everybody.
Wonderful. So, yeah, welcome to another edition. So, where are we going to go? Hopefully not in a ditch. But we never know.
If we start off in the ditch, we don't have to get in it.
Right. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. So how's your week been?
Not too shabby. I went out this weekend, found some I was actually on a property where we're doing an event, but I was out in the forest there and scoped out some places where there's some new Sasquatches. So that was pretty interesting.
Wow.
I could spend some time with them.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I think I was on the phone with you actually, when I was having activity happen.
Yes, that was true.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I had to call you and be like, listen, does this sound like a Bigfoot to you?
Yeah, it was weird hearing that bird so close.
Yeah.
And hearing others respond, so.
And it being like, 1 o'clock in the morning or midnight.
Yes, Laura, we just got our way out of the ditch on the last show. We're not going back into the ditch, I think. Yes, that is no fun, Brenda. Absolutely not. But yes. What a wonderful show that was. So, rabbit hose and cryptids. So, where are we going to go tonight? I'm curious.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of thought on some different things. Like, I know last show you asked me about Bigfoots and whether I thought maybe they were whether they could be demonically possessed. So that's been heavy on my mind. I've been doing a lot of in and out thoughts and finding stuff on online and stuff. And again, it's still hard for me to come up with a clear decision whether I think that can happen, because I'm still leaning on the no side, just because that. And in particular, Sasquatches are just, really high vibrating beings, So if they know that your intentions when you go into the woods, then, I don't feel like they would let evil penetrate them. It's just not saying that there's not some bad ones out there, but I mean, I don't know.
So on our last show, there is a term in Shucks, standing witch, crazy witch. What did Sean Michael call that one Sasquatch that he called? I cannot remind myself what it was called, but it would eat your face off. Yes.
Well, people kill people and they're not demonically possessed every time.
No.
So, I mean, there's a real thin line there to say,
but
hey, that this is demonically possessed or something's demonically possessed it, because
we know for a fact that there is good in life and there is evil.
Right. Well, demons they need so much negative energy to feed off of to be able to stick around. And I don't believe that they would get those. There's not enough encounters with Bigfoot having encounters with people to be able to feed the demon that would need to, be able to stay in there.
So, but we know that we found out allegedly that Sasquatch DNA is 98% human and 2% unknown. Okay.
Right. Like their mother, the mother is human, but the father is unknown. Yeah.
So.
Same with humans, though. They can about trace all the humans down to one mother, but not our fathers. They can. Not so much.
So do you think it's possible that a demon can possess an animal?
That's a really good point too, you know. See, all of this is just, it's just, this is one of those things where you're going to have to do enough information, gather enough information, continue to, you know, keep your mind open about, you know, ifs and what ifs. But I would like to think of myself as like a high vibrating, you know, creature. So, and I wouldn't allow myself to be possessed.
But
So,
I don't think that you actually have a choice.
I,
So,
you do though.
as
You
a
have to.
reverend, Luke 8:31 through 33,
Well,
a
that's the
demon,
Christian
if
thought
it
about it.
chooses, is capable of possessing animals. Satan is in the Garden of Eden. Person
Well,
took over
if
a
you want to
creature
look
with
at
the
it as
ability
from a
to
Christian
speak, to stand in
aspect,
order
then
to tempt Eve. Several thousand demons preferred entering pigs rather than having nothing to torment.
mm,
So there is that chance of possibility.
yeah, I
That's
guess if
scary.
I mean, if you're Christian and if you go in like for the Christian beliefs and the demonic possessions and things like that, but you have to be open to those things. I mean, even they believe that you have to be open to be able to be demonically possessed, which means you have to be in fear of the demon itself to be able to be possessed by it.
Not necessarily.
I'm not saying you
Why do
don't have
you?
to know which demon, but you would have to be aware of demons being able to possess you for a demon to possess you. And I believe that. And most everybody, you can't say that there's not every culture out there doesn't have demons in their culture. So there's nowhere you can go that isn't a thing inside of somebody's, you know, culture. So
Demon possession may or may not be immediately obvious to others, we have discovered. Yet, when they are physical manifestations of demon possession, the Gospels reveal that the parents or friends of the persons know the persons was a demon possessed, Matthew 9:32, Mark
yeah, but do you have any
7:25,
other
Mark
information than
9:17,
from the
and Mark
Bible? We need
9:17.
more references than that. That's a really new book that, you know, it's not that old of a book to be using for, you know, to say whether things on this earth have been you know,
So
demonically possessed.
Laurel still
There's a
wants to
lot
know
of
is anybody think is Bigfoot or aliens? So there are theories, Laurel, that Bigfoot is an alien. Yes, there are. That's been floating around since the 40s, or not the 40s, the 70s and 80s.
and
That
if our DNA is that close, wouldn't that make us aliens too?
that Bigfoot came from another world that was dying, and they came upon us. So yes, there is that theory out there. Crazy Witch, they're different than we are. Sorry, Grizzly, I don't remember. Yes, I don't remember the term either. Okay, I don't like talking religion, Laurel says, but what if Bigfoot are the watchers from the Bible? Some people say they are the fallen angels, the 200 watchers. Yes. Some people believe in that. Do I? I don't know.
I
This is
don't.
where I don't know. I don't have
No,
an answer.
I personally spend a lot of time with these things, and there is no. I wouldn't believe that they're. I don't believe that they're the children of the fallen angels. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
And why do you not believe that?
Because when you can pick up things from things, you know, like I can make eye contact with somebody at the Walmart and know immediately what is in them, what kind of person they are. I sometimes I'll make eye contact with people. I know what they've done, things they've done, and I can't, there's no way for me to prove it, but I can see inside them. And it's not, I don't get those feelings like that from the Sasquatches. I don't get, you definitely get feelings from them, you know, besides, you know, when it first started, you know, like when I first started spending a lot of time with them, it, you know, there was always that fear, you know, in me, you know, that, you know, something could happen. And I guess it's still, you know, like I want to act like, you know, like I have a good bond with my Bigfoots, and I do. But, you know, when it first started, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know if I would do something wrong that would upset them. Because I mean, you know, um, Jane Goodall, she was with the gorillas for a long time up there, and she brought people in who were with the gorillas for a long time, and they still had, instances where, stuff got messed up, and somebody might have done something to make one of them mad and get. So you're still working with like something that you just don't know about. So, but like I just don't get bad feelings from them. I don't get evil intent from them. I mean, if they were demons and they were here to create evil or even to watch us, I mean, I don't know. I think they would be a little more chaotic, you know.
So demons, demonic, are like tricksters. They will disguise themselves as your friends, as your loved ones, as children. They will gain your trust in your love. They will. That's what they're good at.
You just have to know how to feel energy. That's just something that that's not something that's easy to do with a lot of people. Like, I guess I'm fortunate that I have that sense of, knowing about people. So I don't know.
So you're saying to me that an evil, let's not even call it a demon. We're just saying an evil energy cannot decept you or fool you at all?
No. Anytime I've ever been, I always knew better. I can't think of one instance where I didn't know better than what I was, whatever was happening. I'm usually always aware. And most of the time when something happens like that and something, somebody does me wrong or something, I'm never mad at that person. I'm always mad at myself because I always knew better. Like, I always know better. I may not like make the best decisions at times, but that's on me. Like, I knew better.
Do you believe in magic?
Yes.
Well, what is magic?
Magic is energy. It's manifested energy. It's things that you manifest. You want to?
But if I perform a magic trick right now, what is that?
That's an illusion.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
So an illusion can be smoke and mirrors,
Right? But but that's what that is. Even sometimes your sense of your eyes can't keep up. Oh my God. Laurel, come get your dog. He's chewed up my headphones. I'm going to kill him.
Yes, my child. I
Doodle
am here.
doo.
Ask and you shall receive.
I just bought those headphones. I'm going to kill him. Dougal chewed up my headphones.
right?
Mm.
But you see my point though. Magic is an illusion. Things
Magic
can be
is an
tricked.
illusion. No, magic is real.
People can be fooled.
Trick is also
Just like the monkey in the zoo taking something and making it disappear in front of the monkey. And the monkey goes,
that's not real magic. That's not real magic.
But to them, the dog with the blanket, and you drop the blanket and you disappear, and the dog's like, ah!
That's just teasing the dog. It's so awful.
But
I used to play hide and seek with my dogs.
But once again, the basic concept. You see my point? Even though we're not intelligent or vibrations, or however you want to put it.
Crazy witch. That's just a trick. That's not real magic. That's not real. That's not what real magic is.
But
that's just an illusion.
That's what evil energies can do to you.
If you are susceptible, and that's the thing about demonic possession. I mean, most of the time, people who are demonically possessed are people who believe in demonic possession.
Not necessarily.
People that, if you believe in the Christian Bible and you're a Christian, or you believe in religion, almost any religion, then you
not
believe
necessarily.
In demonic. Yeah, tell me how not.
It's not.
How?
There has been people that's been possessed in history that
They
didn't
never knew
believe
about
in
demonic possession,
God,
period. You're
that did
telling me
not
that people
believe
alive
in
today,
Satan.
listen, if people are alive today, it doesn't matter what religion you are, whether you heard about it, whether you believe in it. If you've heard about demonic possession, just hearing it, then you're aware of it. Then you're aware that it could be there. That's all it takes. And every culture has demonic possession or some sort of evil energy, taking form, taking over bodies and things like that. So you have to, like, I don't know. I forgot what I was saying.
That's okay,
My dog
because
is still like upset. I'm so upset. He chewed on my headphones. I'm so mad right now. I could.
yeah, I would be too. That would really disappoint me. So doctors, demonic possession is a phenomenon that has been debated for centuries. Stories of evil spirits take control of people bound in cultures around the world. The idea that people can come possessed by demonic entities has been portrayed in numerous movies, right? Books, right? We agree on that. Television shows, and some people believe that demons can take control of people's minds and
Right,
bodies,
and just
while
even
others
just
dismiss
knowing
the
that
idea of
information can make you
superstition.
susceptible to it. If you allow things like that, if you don't know how to do energy work in yourself and be able to block out, like, I know I have bad days, everybody does. It's not the same. Being able to control your energy and being able to allow people to drain it or to have any effect on the way you vibe. So I don't know.
What is demonic possession? Do you know what the actual terminology is?
I don't.
Demonic possession involves a demon, a fallen angel, taking control of a person's mind or body, causing the person to act in ways that are not typical of his or her normal behavior. The symptoms of demonic possession may vary from person to person, but often include aggressive behavior, intense sorrow or anger, hallucinations, speaking in tongues, convulsions, unexplained physical strength. Some people who claim to be possessed also report feeling as though they're being controlled by an external force.
Okay. Okay, what was the question? Was there a question?
Yeah. What is demonic possession?
Okay, well,
That's
do you
just
think,
documented cases.
right?
So my question is it possible for creatures, dog man, Bigfoot, to have this happen? We have seen people that have extraordinary strength that mankind cannot explain. We have seen things that scientifically cannot be explained. Whether it's a higher spiritual realm, vibrations, however you want to call it, who knows? I don't know.
I don't know.
But is there a battle between good and evil going on? Yes, I do believe that.
It's not really a battle as much as it is a balance. Like, um,
Explain. I'm listening. I'm all ears.
well, balance. I mean, everything
I
is
like to be
balance. Like, it's the
educated.
yin and yang theory, Without lightness, there is no darkness. Without darkness, there is no light. But they also reside in each other. They live within. They live within each other, and they're never ending. Yin yang.
So what are you? Are you yin or are you yang?
You gotta be. Everybody's a little bit of both. You can't have one without the other.
So what am I to you?
I don't have anything to do with your own yin and yang. That's all on you, on another person.
Oh, so I am nothing to you.
Oh my God! Shut up. Stupid.
I'm just asking.
Your own balance of good and evil is is like your own responsibility. It's you. It's as long as you're doing like good things in the universe, you're bringing about positivity, you're traveling on a positive path, the universe will take care of the negativity in your life. Everything that's negative or everything that's not good, the universe will take care of that. And that's why you don't go seeking, revenge or justice yourself. You let the universe take care of it. And as soon as you give it up to the universe like that,
Others call that karma.
yeah, same thing. Yeah. Yeah. Um,
See, we can agree to have different labels on things.
well, I
Yes.
mean, it doesn't matter what you want to call it. You can call it, energy, good vibrations, the universe, God, whatever. However you get those good vibes, it's all the same thing. Nobody's denying that it exists. They're just denying, everybody just wants to call it what they want to or believe what they want to, and that's okay too.
It is. I totally agree with that. Yes.
Hmm.
But what are they? That is my question.
But
Like Laura says, are they aliens? What are they out there in the woods?
I don't think they're aliens. I think we're more alien than they are and this is why, because only an alien or a parasite would treat the earth the way we treat the earth. We treat the earth like cancer treats the human body. And that's why humans have cancer the way they have. It's our galactic karma. Oh my God, my mother's yelling. It's galactic karma. So us treating the earth the way we treat it is it's causing hold on. Go.
Crazy witch, I don't put labels on my spirituality. I'm not trying to put labels. We
My mom
can
paid for the
we
garbage
can
broom.
label anything how you want to label it, whether it's good versus evil, good vibes versus bad vibes, a higher vibration compared to
Yeah,
a lower vibration.
I don't.
It doesn't matter how we want to label things.
Yeah,
It's the
I mean,
bottom line, it's good versus evil,
well, that's
however you want to color it. It's
when you
fine.
make an argument about things and you use the Bible as a reference. I mean, there's so many more places. The Bible's a very, very young book as far as like world history goes and spirituality and things that are going on. Um, plus, it's not
And
even got all of it.
and you never asked me
Part.
once since I've known you where I stand about the Bible.
Hey! Pardon me.
So ladies and gentlemen, where I stand about the Bible is several things. 4th century AD, men removed things from the Bible. Roman Catholic Church put their own labels and things in the Bible and remove things from the Bible. They want us to learn things that they wanted us to learn. The Bible says it's complete from beginning to end. It is not. We know that man had his hand involved in that. So, yes, I understand where she's coming from, and I agree with her. That's why I do not force my beliefs on anybody or change anybody's personal beliefs on what they believe in. I don't. That is your God-given right. It is America to practice and believe in what you want to believe in, and I support that. But it makes you stop and think about things, because there are things out there that we talked about on other shows that exist that people say that don't exist, and we don't understand it. Now, Sonya has a very pleasant experience with her interactions with these creatures, of however you want to call them, Bigfoot, Sasquatches.
I call myself a creature. We're all creatures. Creatures. I like the word.
So, but what are your all's thoughts? What are your all's opinions? This is a rabbit hole, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's one we're going to circle back to many times because there's no definite answer. There's no answer at all,
There's
really,
not.
and it's all theory. And it's still just something. I don't know. I have a hard time grasping the fact that, like, I don't know. Do dogs become possessed? Are there possessed lions and cats and elephants
I
that we're
believe
missing out
so.
there that we need to, give an oasis
I
to them
know
for?
that dogs and cats cross over and they're in the afterlife waiting for us. I know because of people like you tell us that.
Well, yeah, and it's true. And I
So
mean, just because there is the afterlife and there is all this thing doesn't mean that things can necessarily be, taken between good and evil. And a lot of there's misconstrued of you know, where the dead go and it being an evil place. And I don't ever understand that. I just, you know, I don't know where I was going with that.
I say, if you had an
Uh,
entire library to read from why and only read one, so interesting information out there. Crazy Witch, here's my stance. Reality, and we talked about this on several shows. We talked about this on Rumble. We talked about this on the Wake Nation when they asked me, what is reality? I don't think we have a definition of reality because our reality is not real. I
it's
think
perception.
that our
Perception is
reality
everything.
is lies. I think we are being held back from the truth.
We hold ourselves back from the truth.
So, but we have these creatures that walks amongst us, whether it's the rakes, the dog man, Bigfoot, these other cryptids, things out in the ocean,
Yeah.
you know.
That's where the fear comes in. Stuff in the ocean. That's where it's scary. If I had a choice between going to space and the ocean, I would choose space all day long. The ocean is scary.
So I know people that refuse to swim in the ocean, not because of sharks or jellyfishes. We even brought up on the last show, Crazy Witch, if you remember, mermaids. Now, people back in the 16, 15, and 1400s would draw cryptids on maps for a reason. Yes, they had a lot of ale to drink on the ships because that's what they had. They didn't have drinking water. I don't care how drunk you are. You did not look at what do you call it? Damn, it just escaped my mind. I see it swimming. What's it called?
What?
Yes, Bigfoot can swim. They've caught it swimming before, miles in Michigan Lake.
What are we talking about? I know swimming in the
Mermaids.
ocean. Mermaids.
Yeah, but they
Kraken.
well, same thing with that. So yes, they caught Bigfoot swimming miles from the coast.
Oh, Bigfoot can totally swim. They swim the lake out here like all the time. Like,
So
you
one of
find
the
people come out of the
shows,
lake where they went from one side of the lake to the other side. I found like where they've come out of the lake and just been soaking wet. And I found footprints up the bank like that. Stop barking, Dougal.
Norwal. Manatees, that's what I was going to say. They were drunk and look at manatees like, oh, those are beautiful mermaids. Oh, look how pretty they are. They're singing to me. They're making me fall in love and make me want to jump overboard and drown. Yes. No.
Well, they
that's
figured
not
out also like a lot of the sea creatures that they thought they were seeing that are written down in a lot of like old old books where it's like old folklore books, mostly just whales' penises. They're so big and they come up out of the water, and when they do, they look like a sea creature. So people have been mistaking a whale's penis for a sea creature for
Hello, Summer. Welcome to the
centuries.
show. Long time no see. So, sirens, Laura Sirens. Woo, woo. So, I don't have a sirens
Sirens
button.
are they draw sailors in and make you crash into the rocks by singing. That is a siren.
So, but it is interesting because people that have abilities can see certain things that we cannot and understand things that average people cannot. But it makes you wonder about things, Are they man-made? But folklore, what's the definition of folklore that we actually, covered before, Summer? In my healing work, I found demon and entities can affect pets. Yes, I do believe that myself. Some people think otherwise, but yes.
Well, energy, dogs pick up energy, whether it's going to be an earthquake that's about to happen. The dogs can feel that. They get really upset. When the moon is full, the dogs feel that. They get very upset. Um, all of those things, anything that you're feeling, your dog can also feel and also make your dog upset. So, people have to look at the bigger picture, not just, you know, these ghosts or these spirits or these demons or whatever it is that are messing with their animals. But if it messes with you, it messes with them, period. You're connected to your dogs. A lot of us think that our dogs, some of our dogs or our cats are our familiars. So our familiars feel what we feel. They love us. My dogs know when I'm upset. My dogs know when I'm in a lot of different moods, So
Summer,
say
I
the
did not
thing.
grow up believing in demons, but the last 5 years really changed my thoughts, and I have changed many people's beliefs and thoughts, not intentionally by any means, but take my hand and I shall lead the way.
Well, demons go further back than just the Christian religion or the Catholicism. Like I said, every nation of people that's ever been on this earth has talked about evil entities or evil spirits or, you know, things.
Yeah,
But
you
again,
are you are
you can't
correct.
have the good. Yeah, you can't have the good without the bad, though. Again, it's the yin and the yang. So, and I guess,
Crazy witch, yeah, my animals too. So,
hmm
but
yeah.
now I do not think that every time that Sonya's in a bad mood and takes it out on me, I don't think she's possessed, and I'm going to throw holy water on her, which that's going to change anything.
Throw some holy water on me. See what happens.
Yeah, no, I don't think that. But now I have seen things that will make you do a double take. Dennis Carroll can tell you things that will make you humble.
Well, I'm not saying I've never run into demons myself. I do a lot of cleansing. I do a lot of things like that. I don't have to get rid of them by using, certain the same tactics you all do, but it's all the same energy. It's all the same.
It is, but what is Bigfoot though? How would you describe Bigfoot to somebody?
I I if I had to if I had to put a label on Bigfoot, I would call it a spirit of the forest. And spirit just doesn't mean just like something that's just not real, like it's a spirit. But spirit also takes care of things. Spirit protects the forest. It's in the forest. It lives with the forest. It's part of the forest. It is the forest. So, I mean,
Then what do you call a rake?
well, honestly, like you meant like what I would call him, like what I again, the rake might have you might be calling a rake what other people think a rake is. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the same creature
Okay,
or like
chupacabra, whatever you
like
want to
what I'm just
call it.
saying.
Just
I
you're
didn't
going to
get
tell somebody what a chupacabra is or a rake. Now, when I say a rake, I show you what a rake looks like. That's me. Now, if you're going to tell somebody what that rake is,
it
what
wasn't
are you going to tell
necessarily like
them?
that, right? But like I didn't get a feeling that thing could possess me. Like I didn't feel like it was evil. I didn't get those negative feelings. I've talked. I've walked into places and made eye contact with human beings that were just pure evil. And when that happens, and it's not just humans, it is just humans, but it's not just, certain places, just people that are like just dead evil. And there's no other feeling when you make eye contact or make contact with that person than that feeling. I don't know how else to describe it. Like you just know, like it's a sickening feeling. And there's no other feeling like it. And I've never gotten that feeling with any of the creatures that I've seen. Yeah, even the gargoyle. I saw a gargoyle once, and again, I was like, "What is that?" Or the Mothman. I'm not sure what it was. It was a gargoyle, or is a Mothman, or whatever. But that was in North Carolina at a friend's house, and again, I didn't get like evil feelings from it, but I just more that like, what was that? You know. But when you run into something that is evil, that isn't there, you'll know. Like there's no other feeling like that. I don't know how else to say that. You just know.
Laurel, I started a stone and crystal collection. I have sodalite and rose
That's
quartz.
good for
That's nice.
protection.
Crazy Witch. We're all on the same page in different ways. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I buy that. Standing stones. There's a lot of mental illness out there. I see that in the ER a lot. Yes, I do agree with that, and I do not discount that at all. I think we rush to judgment.
We're in a society that doesn't work. It doesn't work. The way we run stuff doesn't work. So we're disconnected as people, and we need that connection with each other. We need that connection with each other to be able to maintain good, like, mental health. Whether you want to believe that you need people or not, we are made for that human. We're designed for that human connection with each other. And the way we don't even take care of our people, we're not connected. We're not a tribe of people anymore. That's got us completely in disconnect. And that has a lot to do with the high rise of mental illness and the high rise of, all this. It's all connected. All of it is connected.
But standing stones, what happens if I told you that everything that we knew as life as it is now is nothing as it seems to be, and it's all a lie?
Well,
could you handle that?
Well, that's exactly what's happening, though. I mean, we're in the age of truth, and we are realizing that. Well, some of us already knew, but a lot of people are waking up and realizing that, I don't think, they're getting where they're realizing that this isn't what they said it was like. This isn't what we were promised. This isn't what we said. So we're finding out history, is not, again, written right. I mean, we don't even celebrate the right history because we don't even know the right history because, again, guess who gets to write the history books? The people who won the battle. I guess, the victor come the spoils, and they get to write the history of what they said happened. Fantastic.
It is the Matrix, Nicole. Yes, I do believe that.
It is the Matrix. It's why everything's so glitchy. We got a virus in the program.
Standing stones. Love is what we need. All we need is love. Love is all we need. Yes. Brenda, Sonya's right. Crazy Witch, 100%. Standing stones. Day-to-day stuff can bring you down, but hold your chin up. Don't bring me down. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, it's been a Beatles kind of day, right?
Yeah. But that's the thing, though, is that I've been privy to information and videos that will make you just like, are you really serious? You're like, there is no way. And then you go back and watch them, you're like, that is possible. So it makes you think about things. So, and that's why I say I never force any of my beliefs on anybody. I don't. No, I won't. Never will. Never have. Will not. Will never start. So don't believe in it. Nicole, love the hearts. Thank you. Hopefully it's to me or to everybody. I think everybody needs it.
Take it if you need it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a hog here, but I'll take one of
You need
those.
it.
Crazy Witch is throwing one out there. I'll snag a part of that too. Laurel, does everyone else have a feeling that the world's going through a big change in the near future? So, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have talked about this not only with Sonya, but the panel of psychics. And they have all have talked about the changes upstairs, referring to above us, the different vibrations, the changes around, however you want to call it or label it. Yes.
Yeah.
It has.
And you can feel it. Everybody can feel it. And no matter where you stand on a religious or spiritual level, everybody is on edge about it, you know? But that's the thing about the streaming human consciousness. We're all connected. So if somebody's worried, you know, a lot of us empaths, we all pick that up, and that worry, us feeling that worry, knowing there's stuff to be worried about or somebody's worrying about stuff, it spreads, you know. It's a universal thing. Like, we all feel each other. We all know something's happening. We can all feel it. We all know. Whether you want to admit it or, you know, be a part of, like, whether you want to be a part of it or not, it's going to happen around you no matter what. It is happening. It is happened. It's been happening for the last few years. We've been going through it. We've been in the age of Aquarius for a few years now, so.
Very interesting. I can say that.
I feel like everybody, you know, in the last 10 years, which is really funny, you know, you had all these like prepper shows and survival shows. And then in the last 10 years, people just started prepping, and they started asking people, you know, why do you want to start prepping, or why do you want to start having stuff on hand, or, you know, stuff stored? And people are like, oh, well, I don't know. I just woke up one day and felt like I needed to prepare. You know, we don't know what we're preparing for, but it's better to prepare than, you know, it's better to have it, not need it, than to need it, not have it. So it's been a big shift in everybody, and everybody can feel it universally. And,
Yes.
you know, it makes you wonder, you know, like, I think people are trying to reconnect with nature. You know, we've been having a lot of Bigfoot sightings, you know, and it's really no more than there always has been. It's just more people are up to, there are more ways to be able to collect the information. There are a lot more places to be able to find those informations, you know. So it seems like everything's just kind of up and.
Is the government hiding an entire civilization from us? The Tartarians were said to be a civilization that unlocked the key to free energy, allowing the Tartarians to advance exponentially, as citizens were allowed to express their creativity freely without the stress of work, leading to many great inventions and grand architecture. However, a powerful organization that controlled the world through the cell of energy had already invested heavily into energy production and lobbied against Tartaria, as free energy will essentially take away all the control that they had. This organization tore Tartaria apart and erased them from our history books, making it seem like Tartaria never existed. But if you look carefully, the evidence of Tartaria is still there, in old maps, in architecture around the world that seemed to advance. Places like the Taj Mahal, the Great Wall of China, or even the pyramids in Egypt looked way too advanced to have been built by their respective nations, but collectively, all have similar themes in their design, similar themes aimed at harvesting energy. So, is the government hiding an entire civilization from us? The Tartarians were said to be a civilization.
Well, I can already tell you that. I already know that's true.
Yeah.
They've had free, like you, we've been able to harness free energy from the earth since the beginning of time. And we are the only ones. We have gone so far back from where we had started at some point. We may think that we've gotten so high up on technology when we're actually way farther behind than the Egyptians ever were. It's they could talk to the stars, and we can barely get the text message to send out here in the sticks. Still holding my phone up, still trying to get a signal, still have my landline.
I don't know. It's just stuff doesn't add up, ladies and gentlemen. It just doesn't add up. And I don't know how you want to butter it. I don't know how you want to slice it, dice it. It just doesn't. And that's just mine. Yes. And Standing Stones, our kids are being groomed.
That's right.
Absolutely.
School is not a place for you to skin your kid to learn anything. They are there to learn how to take care of the rich people. That's what that's for. Ah,
Did I just feel her butt? Well, that was strange. I had to stop and think about that one. People are in a trance. So, what are people being awakened up? The kind of knowledge about magic and what we know about. So, I think that people are starting to say that we're not going to take it. We're not listening to your BS.
we're not going.
But we still have people that are ignorant and still listening to mainstream media and believing everything that's coming across. I mean, you really think the Chinese is going to send over a 1940 or 50, 60 technology spy balloon to fly over America?
Not even a little bit. Why would they need to do that when there's enough of them here to send text messages over there to tell them what's going on anyway? Why? They're already here. They're already here. There have been hundreds of thousands of Chinese immigrants coming over the Mexican border for years. There were more Chinese in the past 10 years, I think, come over the Mexican border than the Mexicans. And I mean, they've been getting them off trains for years. They're already here. Why would they need a Chinese spy balloon? That's so embarrassing. That's embarrassing for us to even think that that's what was going on. That's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for us.
Tesla could use the ionosphere to produce power and no need for oil. Yes, that is
Right.
true.
That's
There were
'cause
75 crates.
Tesla said if you figure out the design for 3, 6, and 9, that you would be able to map free energy and map the universe. And yeah, they've been and he would just use something that was old technology too. I mean, Tesla even was using old technology, which is they just go so much further back than we know.
All right, fact checkers. Who was the guy in Florida that figured out with vibrations that he can move the blocks that built the pyramids? Remember?
Yeah, he showed.
did it in
Yeah,
his backyard.
God. Oh,
Who was that? I can't remember his name. But he figured out the vibrations
I
that
mean,
they
he
used.
showed a whole. He figured he built the thing. And
Yes.
showed how how it was used and everything. He rebuilt it, which was really cool. But okay, so there's another theory about the pyramids too. So they talk about our core and the way the earth spins, right? So supposedly the earth is spinning faster than it used to. So if the earth is spinning faster, that means the amount of gravity that is used would be more, right? So now we are dealing with more gravity than what used to be on the earth. So if
The
the
earth
earth was
spins
spinning slower,
1,037 miles per hour.
but it's gotten faster. It's spinning faster than it was 1,000 years ago. It's spinning faster than it was a couple thousand years ago. So they say. And I mean, and remember, all of this is just theory. None of all of this shit's been proven. I mean, they say that the Earth's spinning and whatnot, but like, again, you never seen NASA to come out and actually prove the theories. Anywho, because anytime that NASA does any of its rocket launch, it is always their rocket launches are always mathematically done from a sitting position, which means the Earth is not rotating, but they are in a still position. Just for the record. But if the Earth wasn't spinning, if it was spinning slower, that means gravity did not have a force like it used to, and so being able to move big blocks would have been easy. It would have been easier. You could have been able to move. Or you could just ask the giants that were here on the earth that were here. Maybe they moved them. I mean, there are a couple different theories.
So they say if the earth stopped spinning right now, that everything off the face of the earth will be ripped off.
I don't know if I believe that.
Yes. It says
But
if
we
the
don't know.
spinning
That's
were to
just a
stop,
theory.
the angular momentum of every object on Earth would rip off the surface apart, resulting in really, really bad day.
Right?
That
They
was
also
just
said
an
Bigfoot
experiment.
wasn't real, so I don't really. Who was they anyway?
So, and now they said that there's another layer of the Earth's crust that we didn't know about.
Yeah. I think we always knew that, though. That's where inner Earth is.
Now, did you know that guy that was drilling down to the ground and he found aliens and the aliens shot him with the laser and lost his fingers and stuff? Did y'all see that video?
No, I
And
didn't.
everybody thought he was crazy back then. Hell, I thought he was crazy. Y'all haven't seen that?
I haven't.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me see if I can find this video here.
I feel like that he's not crazy, though.
He ended up, they tried to kill him 13 times. The 14th time, they succeeded. Let me see if I can find this video here. They probably done taken it off YouTube.
Yeah. Let me find
Because
out.
they've changed.
This is what we get our doors busted down in for right here. Well, I mean, there was that guy in California who had that hole, on his property, his family's property for a long time. And he was a giant hole. And they had been throwing stuff in it for years and was always like, why won't this hole fill up? So they took fishing line, and he took 5,000 feet of fishing line and a weight and threw it in there. And it came back, nothing. It never hit bottom. So he did another 5,000 feet of fishing line, never hit bottom, and another 5,000 feet of fishing line and never hit bottom. And this went on for a minute, him trying to figure out what was in the bottom of this hole, and how deep it was. And then everybody in town, I guess, got word of how deep the hole was. And of course, he came home one day, and guess who's in his front lawn? Yes, that's right, the government. The government was there. And the government was like, oh, what about this hole? Yeah, so now he's getting thrown off his own property, or they got thrown off their property, I believe, over the hole. So
Let's see here. I'm looking here. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, as I go to look for this video that does not exist anymore.
and maybe that's where the Bigfoots go. Maybe they use the portal to portal into inner Earth and back and forth, along with all the other creatures that we see. That would make sense. That's what the rabbit hole is. I mean, literally, that's what Alice fell in.
See if I can find it here. I'm scrolling. Let's see.
They don't want you to find the video, Chris.
No, it's not like it used to be. Used to be you can go and find stuff.
Yeah, I know. Like,
And,
just you could put in a few keywords and it would be like, boom. Now you can't. Yeah, now you got to be more specific, and you've got to use the right keywords in the right order. And it's so the index is broken.
Yeah, BS. Let me get a hold of one of my guys here.
I like it when you look like you got a challenge in front of you.
Yeah, I do not like to be. Let's see here. I'm making a 911 call. I need some backup.
I'm starving.
Now, the day I call this guy is the day he's not going to answer. And he always answers.
Anticipation.
Let's see here. Everybody knows who I'm talking about because it was back in, I think, the early 90s. And I hope he doesn't say his name when he gets on here.
Thanks, Nicole. Oh, I'm so upset about it. Oh. He's mad at me. That's what it is.
Who's mad at you?
My dog. Nicole said she was glad I was smiling because my dog ate my headphones, and I was like, yeah, I know. Oh, I just got them last week. I wouldn't even be so mad about it if they were old, but no, I can't have nothing nice. Laurel's the one that gave me the dog. I love him more than anything. Yeah, you're not getting him back, Laurel. It's my dog. Dougal loves me.
I type in aliens and you popped up. That was amazing. Let's see here. No. Damn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. I cannot have that video. But next time, I will definitely get that hold of that video for my buddy. Surprised he's not answering. That's really shocking. Let's see here. Let me check one more spot. My carpal tunnel's kicking in on my left hand. Did you hear what I said? Are you still there? I booted her. Oh, yeah, Ed something. That's him. Yes, Ed something. I see it, baby. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to knock you out. Yes, his name was Ed something. You're right. He dug and he found the aliens and he didn't believe it. Damn, what was his name? Ed something. And he lost 4 fingers. Lost fingers. Ah. See, man, ever since they changed everything.
Well, if you hold on.
It is Ed something. Carl, wait a minute. Let me try Coral Castle. Coral Castle. Once I see the image, I can tell you. Oh, yeah, that was when he was redoing the thing with vibrations. Yes, that was that one. When he was redoing the megalith structures. Yes. So, yes. The higher energy. Yes, that was correct. Let me check one more spot and I'll let it go with the video. But I just watched the video the other day with my buddy because I was like, yeah, I remember him. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see here. Check my phone, see if I got it on it. You still there? Or did you freeze, honey?
I'm just.
I think she froze. Did you freeze?
No, I'm here. Mm-hmm.
What happened?
I was looking. Like, I can't go back. I can. You know what? I cannot talk. That's what I cannot do. I can't look at stuff. I was looking.
I found it.
Yay.
I think this is it. All right, stand by. All right, now if I don't mess this up, so let me get rid of this video.
Sounds like you're going to for sure.
Hold on, Brenda. Let me I think this is it. I think this is the video here. I don't want to show where I got the video from. So let me pull it up. Let's see here. And no, not that one. One more. But once you see it, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I remember that guy. Because at first we all thought he was crazy. All right, let me go back just a little further. I should have done it on my computer instead of my phone. All right, let's see here. I can't believe my buddy didn't answer. That's strange. It always works out that way.
He'll call as soon as the show's over. He'll call you right
Yeah,
back.
right. He'd be like, hey, man, what's up?
Yeah. Always works out like that.
And yeah, never fails. It's not that one. Okay, here we go. We're coming up. We got to be right to it now. Because we were talking about this, and I think I passed it. Really? Yeah, we did, because this is where that one guy went missing, remember? And I had you check on him.
Yeah.
So let me scroll back down a little slower. I've got it on my phone. I got the video pulled right up.
Well, hold that thought. I'll be right back.
All right. Sorry, then run around. Need to go to the gym, walk around. Okay. Let's see here. It's not the fallen angel one. It's not that video. President Eisenhower encounter with aliens and the investigation 50 years. No, not that one. It's like it's not even showing up on my computer, but my phone. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just forward it back to me. And this way I'll have it. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I did not mean to have this long delay here. That's for sure. Yeah, let me just real life man in black speaks about one time exposed truth. Yeah, here it is. Here we go. All right, let me play it. Let me pause it. Let me share it. So let's see here. Share, present, share screen. All right, here we go. And
What's happening?
It's not it.
Well, what's happening?
Is it not playing?
No.
Oh. Thanks for telling me, babe.
Sorry. I was just like, I don't know what's happening. I'll just sit here and stare until I don't realize what something's not happening. My
I'm
bad.
sitting here listening to the video. Hold on. Let me stop sharing.
Yeah, you forgot to do the audio thing.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Share
It was
screen.
blank screen, so I didn't see anything. So I didn't think to hear anything. Oops.
All right. Let me start it over. There we go.
But he's ex-CIA, and more importantly, he claims to be ex-Men in Black. And just check out what he's saying here.
This transition in my life happened in 1970. The senior Black project director was William T. Latham, who had worked under CIA Executive Director Richard Schlesinger. Latham stated that I was the perfect candidate for my new position. I was a foster child, and I had no connections to existing relatives. I had no friends or social life. It was easy for them to erase my past and provide me with a new identity. I gave myself to them as a priest would to his God. But first, my mind had to be erased. I was injected with various forms of mind-altering drugs, LSD, heroin, mescaline, morphine, sodium pentothal, and more. Drug-induced hypnosis followed with antegrade and retrograde amnesia. The goal was to program me to do two things: kill and forget. After 9 months of programming, I had become a man in black. What I later discovered was that not all the men in black were human. About a third were alien hybrids. Their distinctive feature was the absence of whites in their eyes, giving the impression of empty eye sockets. This unsettled me, and it took months to adjust to the reality of alien integration. My assignments largely dealt with UFO sightings and crash sites. In August of 1971, I witnessed my first UFO crash site just north of Edwards Air Force Base in California. Inside the craft were 3 grayed humanoids, 2 dead, 1 still alive. Also in the craft was a human female abductee. The alien humanoids were transported to the base, but 2 witnesses had arrived before us and took several photographs. The first surrendered his camera, but the second fled. When we apprehended him, he resisted, and I was ordered to silence him, which I did. The killing of witnesses was executed with a wand that acted very much like today's taser, but the voltage from the wand would cause immediate cardiac arrest, and the victim's death would be attributed to natural causes. We silenced countless victims, not only men, but women of all ages and even teenagers. The following day, after each kill, our memories were reset, so we would have no recollection of the murders. A good majority of the victims were ufologists and whistleblowers. Among the ufologists I personally silenced were Paul William Cooper, Milton Vigay, Claude Monroe, Anthony Vargas, and noted documentarian Samantha Willis. When my wand malfunctioned with Samantha, I resorted to strangulation. She fought for her life for almost 2 minutes. In recalling this act,
Not human, get it? Something non-human but intelligent. A non-terrestrial
guilt,
intelligence.
or feelings. That was how effective the mind conditioning was. And it's her face that haunts my dreams more than anyone's to this day.
Extraterrestrial beings not only
So they sucked out a documentarian.
since the very
Yep.
Something's playing in the
Well,
background.
that's not good to hear.
Not human.
All right, we're going to move on. 1954, Dwight Eisenhower signed what's known as the Granada Treaty with the alien gray race. In exchange for shared alien technologies, the Greys were allowed to abduct a number of humans annually for medical examination. The Greys also demanded anonymity from the public. A short time later, human technology took a giant leap forward with circuit chips, fiber optics, and lasers. The Granada Treaty is still active today, but the number of human abductions has increased despite objections from the world governments. Now, the really interesting part. Every year, at least 8 million children go missing in the world. I can attest that 1/3 of them are abducted by government operatives and transported to any one of the 1,477 underground military installations on the planet, then imprisoned for the remainder of their lives. The children are subjected to biological and genetic experiments, dissections, and mutilations performed not by human scientists, but an alien gray species. During my stay at the Vanguard Underground Base north of Phoenix, Arizona, I witnessed many of these procedures. Because there's no form of anesthesia administered to the young patients, the halls reverberated with the screams of tortured children from morning to night. The ones that perished were incinerated in the installation's crematoriums. My point of contact at this base was Lieutenant Colonel Charles T. Leninger, and he was a human-alien hybrid. And get ready for this. In 1994, the World Population Summit in Cairo, Egypt, had 160 nations participate, where they all agreed that the human population was out of control and must be stopped because the world is running out of resources. An agreement was formed that would mandate the reduction of humans from 6 billion to 800 million by the year 2030. This meant finding a method or methods to wipe out nearly 95% of the population. Solutions were discovered, investigated, tested, then created, and have been in full force since. The procedures have been inflicted onto the human race are as follows. 1. Toxic levels of chemically enhanced fluoride have been secretly added to our drinking water over the last 20 years in every city and community on the planet. I personally oversaw the delivery of fluoride barrels to Denver, Chicago, Tampa, and Minneapolis water departments. The adverse effects of fluoride poisoning to the human body are numerous and debilitating. The effects to children is damage to their neurological development, among other serious ailments. 2. Man-made viruses and diseases. The AIDS virus, which was a designer byproduct of the American Disease Institute, was distributed through vaccines to the public in 1980. Instituted as a preliminary population control tactic, the results were successful and led to more lab-produced viruses that have since been unleashed onto the public. Among those is the development of a mutated version of the common flu to replicate the 1918 influenza pandemic that killed 40 million people. The first strain of this new flu virus will be released to the public in late 2017. So if we see a flu outbreak in the late 2017 or early 2018 that's killing people, we'll know this is true. All right. 3, killing us from the air with neurotoxins, barium chloride, cancer microbes, and viruses by way of chemtrails, released into the skies daily over all inhabited regions by military aircrafts. The effects of these toxins are severe and over time lethal, causing respiratory ailments, cancer, damage to the immune systems, and sterilization in men. Since the chemtrail plan was implemented, sperm count in men has dropped nearly 50%. If this isn't reversed soon, the human race will face early extinction.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So, I have no idea what that was. So, yeah. But yeah, that was very interesting. It just makes you wonder. It really does.
I mean, he's not saying anything that isn't happening.
It hasn't came to light. Yeah, I mean, it has not came to light and came to pass.
I mean, they did on April 28th, 2020, they did admit that aliens were real and that, that we had been visiting, that they had been visiting for years and that they had established contact with them many years ago and they've been working with them. But during the pandemic, nobody even paid attention to it. Nobody even cared. Everybody's like, oh, what, aliens? Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it was April 28th, 2020. I'll remember the date.
Yeah, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still trying to get a hold of my buddy to get the other video because the other video is very important. But we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Paranormal Cryptid Rapid Holes with psychic medium Sonya Mnyatt. This edition is brought to you by Western Bigfoot Paranormal Investigations, LLC. Thank you. Don, excellent guy, yes. So, yeah, it's interesting because people actually said things before it came reality. So, yeah.
There's been a few like NASA scientists and a couple of other, whistleblowers through the years who talked about, there was the one NASA scientist during was it the early 90s or the late 80s, early 90s, something like that. He interrupted like the TV program and came on there and he was like, listen, we've been doing these trades with aliens and it's not going to end well. They're going to be able to control you with the things that they're getting from this, from these aliens and stuff. And people just ignored it, like whatever. Not exactly that they ignored it. I mean, but what do you do with that kind of information?
I don't know. I wish I could find that one video that I wanted to show because he was digging and they hit something and he went down in the ground to see what it was. And when he did, he was met with an alien race and they shot him with a laser beam and he lost fingers and his buddy got opened up with this laser beam and like exploded in front of him.
Yeah.
And he went public and the government tried to kill him 13 times. And they finally ended up killing him the 14th time. And he did shows and everything. And it was pretty wild. So,
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's when I was younger. I like that whole thing about aliens being real. I mean, they're there. There's to think even for a moment that we're alone in this huge universe is ignorant. Period.
Oh, Elon Musk says there's no alien lives out there in the galaxy. We are alone.
Okay. It's just like the logging company saying there's no Sasquatch in the forest. if you knew you were sending people out to go out and travel through shit, you know, or like ships through like places that aren't yours to send ships through, you are going, you're going to have to be like, oh, there's no aliens. Nobody cares. There's nobody out there, you know, send whatever, you know, seems kind of suspicious. But there's so many worlds you're talking about. Like we have so many planets just inside, like that we know about. And you're saying that none of them have life on them? That would just be ignorant to think.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, I know aliens are real. Me and my sister saw like, okay, so I've had the lights in the sky, and there are lights in the sky that have followed me since I was a kid. But when me and my sister were little, we had a flying saucer come over us. And it freaked us out. Like we had always known like stuff was out there because we would spend we'd spend a lot of time at night looking at stuff in the sky. And I've seen some things that nobody could explain to me, you know, like there's just, anywho, there's just a lot of strange stuff. But me and my sister, we saw a flying saucer when we were about like, I guess I was about like 7 or 8. She was just a little bit older. Dougals, I don't know what your deal is, Burrow.
You know, I don't know. It's very interesting. No matter what turn you take, it's nothing but lies. I don't care how you dice it, cut it, slice it, put it on a plate, butter it. You know, there are things out there. Fluoride was used by the Nazis in concentration camps. Hell, when I was in school, they used to give us fluoride.
Fluoride is a byproduct of making bombs. And when after the war, they realized that they had so much of this fluoride left. So, of course, you know, the Bayer company, we all know, did a lot of experiments. And they realized that long-term use of fluoride, uses of fluoride, it makes people docile. Right now, it is in all the fluoride is in all the city water that you drink today. And it causes humans to be docile, but long-term effects causes mental retardation in humans. And I mean, that's just something that's been known since.
Brenda, help Grizzly out. What is the name of that guy that I'm referring to? I cannot find his video. I'm trying to get a hold of my buddy. He's showing active. I've been calling his phone. We watched the video. We shared the video. Yes, I know you know what video I'm talking about. So it just aggravates the fire. I mean, when you know what it is, you can't get it. That's why I love my fact checker.
Video of that man who redid the how to do the moving of the Egyptian blocks. I have that video saved. I can't get to it right now without completely going out.
They already showed us that. Yeah, I pulled that up. Yeah, they named them. Yeah. So, yeah, they named them.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So, but yeah. Break down my door and I don't get to eat my Chinese food for dinner. I'm gonna be real upset. Just for the record. I don't want to get Men in Black.
I know a team, allegedly, that was out in the field. Hi, Luna. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Mm-hmm. Yeah. To the rabbit hole. That, allegedly, a female woman in black showed up. Now, I would have handled that situation a little bit differently. I would have got the duct tape out and put that witch in a chair and pulled out something and it went click, click and been like, you are talking.
Why does she have to be a witch for? Whoa, it's turned into a witch hunt.
They wanted her, they wanted everybody in this group to follow her down to this lonely dirt road.
Well, women are,
are you crazy?
That's more suspicious.
What are you doing out here? What are you watching? What are you doing? And she was in a suit in the middle of nowhere. Now, what in the world? Now, I told the lead investigator, I'm like, you did what? You didn't interrogate this woman? I would have.
I'm out. Out like shout. Bye.
Yeah, I would have. She would have not got off that easy, ladies and gentlemen. I probably would have been in jail. Yes. So I'm still trying to throw screw YouTube. That's why I'm looking to my right on my big monitor. I'm like, please let me put the video.
Maybe it'll just appear out of nowhere because you're thinking about it like ads do.
Yeah, right. But
Right?
it's real interesting because the guy, I mean, he makes public appearances and everything. Richard Byrd, let me try that. Maybe that's his name. Richard, let's see here. Richard, it's not typing. RICD. EYR. Yeah, and I'm being monitored because my computers are going way too slow.
Yeah, mine keeps blacking out for no reason, and it doesn't normally do that. And just about 30 minutes ago, it started to black out.
Now, Richard Byrd is the one about the Antarctica. Yes, about the 1940 film about the whole or the Antarctica and all that other stuff that wasn't covered with ice. I do believe in that because in the Britannica Encyclopedia, it actually stated and showed a map of the Antarctica that was not covered with ice. So yes.
When we were younger, they showed a part of Antarctica even when I was little. Like it showed how big Antarctica was, but then it would show this part of Antarctica where supposedly the ice had melted and that global warming was happening, and it is what they said then. But that's not true, because if you look at the old maps that were way older than that, it showed that too. It's no yeah, Dougal do. He's getting I don't know what his problem is. I have an egg roll over here, and maybe that's what he wants. Trying to take my egg roll from me.
From alien. I'm doing all kinds of keywords. So, but it keeps coming up with Glennis interview, Glennis Den. I don't know why.
Go lay down.
That's Roswell.
What?
And Chris is doesn't know what's going on. Now my buddy's gonna call me tomorrow. Like, yeah, Laura, it doesn't matter. I'm done. I'm already flagged with the CIA, NSA, you named it. Yeah, Operation High Jump. Yeah, that's another one. That's a good one, Sean. Yes, that is a really good one. So, and I tell you, you got a what?
What?
Never mind. I heard that. I was like, I caught that one, ladies and gentlemen.
I was like, I do. I have to. I learned the dozer. Everything. I'll be right back. BRB.
All right, we'll be right back. So, but yes. I mean, Hollywood Squares here myself. Egg roll, yummy. Yeah, you gotta have a certain keyword to find the video because it's hidden. So, but anyway, Sean, yes. Byrd told Foster, first Secretary of Defense, about it and went to go public. That is correct. Dogs are making an appearance tonight. So cute. Oh, yes, they are. He was put into the hospital on top floor and went out a window. Yeah, that is wild, right? It's wonderful how people that come forward with information mysteriously commit suicide or die from natural causes or heart attacks. Or, I mean, you heard the guy, they got stun guns that causes cardiovascular or heart attacks in teenagers and so forth. So, hell, even during the Cold War, they had darts that would cause you to have seizures and strokes and heart attacks and stuff. So, I mean, can you imagine what they have today with technology? So, now my buddy's not even. Let me turn my phone so you can't see his name there. Give him a little bit of privacy. But, and this brings up another thing I want to show you all, how much we are being lied to. And let's see if I can, since it is ringing, let me pull one cup off my ear. And we talked about this. I know we're kind of getting off the subject just a hair. Let me see if I can find the picture here. Because this is one thing I didn't understand. Now, this is what I do not understand, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if she's back. Hold on, baby. I'm bringing you back in. There you go, honey.
Thanks.
Hollywood Squares here. Here we go. Now, I'm going to share this. Let me remove one of my cameras. Now, you, ladies and gentlemen, out there watching this, tell me what you think of this. And explain this to Grizzly. Now, you are telling me that this is the same man?
The chin. Look at the chin. You don't get this beautiful dimple here from just age. I can tell you that much.
So, I don't know if it hit my audio or not, so please tell me if it doesn't come through.
Is it talking now?
No.
It's a dangerous time.
You're good.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
I don't think that's true.
With the advent of deepfakes, a powerful tool is available to the masses.
Oh no.
Every few months you can see the major updates of things that probably you wouldn't think was possible a couple months ago.
What have you done? What have you created?
A monster.
The ability to create deception is democratized.
It's a marketplace. You can get tutorials, make requests. My crush. Yep, my ex. Exactly.
Being the target of fake pornography, it's just been such a life-shattering experience.
You know, whether they think it's real or not, the women themselves feel victimized.
I do feel bad for non-celebrities.
But you don't stop it, though.
And in a culture of virality, misinformation can upend democracy.
I am a fake.
The technology has gotten so good that I think it's only a matter of time before deepfakes are used to influence an election.
I am worried about the non-consensual porn. I'm worried about the fraud. I'm worried about the misinformation, but I'm really worried that we as a society are entering a place where everybody can have their own set of facts. Well, then nothing has to be true. Everything can be fake.
I mean, look at the eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna stand. Yeah, I'm gonna stand.
So, what does that tell you? This is how good we are becoming as a culture, as human society, as a race, that we can manipulate and become what we want. And we can become deep fakes. So yes, I can program myself to be a fake Grizzly. So yes. Now, with that being side-by-side comparison, is that actually Joe Biden? I know we're off the subject of cryptids and rabbit holes, but it is a rabbit hole.
Okay, and like if you want to look at those two pictures, the chin, you cannot just acquire a dimple in your chin after ages. This was something that you were born with. Those two chins were not the same chin. Period.
Sean
the rest
says,
of the face
I
was
hate knowing all this stuff. Sean, I know, right?
It is. It's Okay, to be viable in all of this knowledge, like what is the like what are you going to do with it, you know? Like knowing's half the battle, but then what can you do with it besides spread word, try to help? I mean, I don't know. So discouraging sometimes knowing everything that you know and not being able to do anything about it.
So I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. And then, it goes back to, what is reality? What is Bigfoot? Is it another interdimensional being from another vibration level that we cannot understand? Interdimensional. Yeah, thank you. See, I'm getting upset because of the politics. Yeah, I do not like to be lied to. I do not like to be BS'd.
But that's you can't believe anything you hear and half of what you see. And that is the truth. I mean, even you have to see it with your own eyes, and you have to be there when it's you have to be there. And even if you are there, I mean, people's eyes and mind play tricks on them. I mean,
I watched and I'm not going to get political, babe, but I watched a lady yesterday on the news.
I'm voting for Joe Biden. He is the best president that has ever been in office. He has done so much, and he is so incredible. I cannot believe the things that he has accomplished.
Bullshit.
Now, the guy was like, what did he accomplish?
Well, he's just done so much. It's incredible.
What did he accomplish?
A lot.
So much. You didn't hear me?
Yeah. So, yeah.
As long as
ladies and gentlemen,
stuff get by, like we let the man take an election with more votes than there are registered voters in the country. Period. And we all let that happen. We're all guilty for the things that are going on today.
Does that not strike a nerve with some people that how in the world the math did not add up to that? And
how do we get
slept on that? And like, okay.
Wisconsin, the state of Wisconsin, for the first time ever, got 100% turnout. Nobody's ever had that before. So it's just crazy, the things just.
Gosh, I wish I could find that guy's video. That just burns me up. Tammy Johnson, he's accomplished high gas prices, a bunch of BS. I won't even get rolling on that. Oh, go figure, Laurel Rollins. No pun intended. But yes, it sure does. What is reality? That's the thing. Laurel, not everyone wanting their back scratched. I want my back scratched.
That sounds lovely.
Yes, it does.
I'm growing my nails.
It's just, yes, keep growing them. I can't wait. I cannot wait. But, it's just, I don't know. It's just, if I had enough time, I know I would be banned from YouTube, which I'm prepared. That's why I got the other platforms. But
it ain't a
there
goal.
are things out there that will expose things, and you would be like, what the hell? Are you serious? But now with all this AIG and GChat and GChat 3 and 4 and you see the stuff, I mean, you just don't know. And then we got creatures running around here that are God knows what, and who knows what they are.
Well, I mean, it's 11:11. Everybody make a wish. All right.
I already did. I saw that.
But like I feel like the creatures are just like, oh no, another shift in the human race. Here they go again. I feel like a lot of them are just like, this isn't the first time they've watched rounds and rounds of human evolution turn into human de-evolution real quick. Every great nation has fallen, and they've all, they've all been around. Nothing much has changed with them over the years, but with us, it's different. They've been watching us just try again.
Didn't he have more votes than there were residents in one country? It was weird how the votes came out.
He had more votes. If you look at it, more votes than there are registered voters. More. So he was like, yeah, I beat Trump or whatever, but then Trump had more states than he did. I don't know if I count right or not, but like I'm not good for numbers, but I can see. Like, I'm not blind. I feel blind some days, like, like I think that's not true. I don't. I wish I was blind to some of the stuff going on in the world. I think it would be a lot easier to cope with the day-to-day things, instead of trying to talk myself into, society, I don't need to do my taxes because screw that. What would I want to do that for? The rebel in me gets me in trouble.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder. This is not the video. God, I wish it just irks me. You know what's going to happen? We're going to get off the show and the video's going to come up. Yeah.
I know. As soon as you get off, I can already see that. It'll be right there. It'll pop up. It is, they don't want you to inform the people. But then again, if we're the kind of people that talk about Bigfoot and we talk about aliens, and we talk about this and talk about that, people go, where's the proof? Well, there's no real proof. Like, I can't just, like, I can bring you pictures. I can tell you what's what, but like, there's no like physical proof. I'm not dragging in a body of a Bigfoot. So it makes people think that you're less credible, like for the things that you think, when you think other stuff. If that made any sense whatsoever. I struggled through that. I apologize.
Now, do you believe in time travel?
Yes. Because time doesn't really exist. Time is something, is a man-made construct that we use. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I actually do believe in that.
I have lived that.
We know that people know how to bend light. So, I might as well just stop looking. I'm giving myself.
You're gonna
I do. I want it because I want people to see him tell his story.
Well, we can make next week's episode a lot about that and the other, because he's not the only one, and I can find the video of the man, of the one, there's people have been trying to warn us, and again, when one of us knows something, we all know it. We just don't know that we know it. Yes, Idiocracy is one of my favorites.
I haven't. I haven't watched that movie.
We should watch
I'll tell you the movie that I watched, and I showed it on my other shows, was that girl that was artificial made. I can't remember the name of it, but I showed the trailer of it. Let's see here.
The one that's on Netflix?
Yes. I'd put down my phone, ladies and gentlemen, and I did not respond to anybody's messages or anything. I want the good trailer. Here we go. Good trailer.
Idiocracy is something that we should watch.
All right, let me share this. Now, this is on Netflix, and I really do recommend this. This is what's the story? Tell it. It's the guy has to tell his own story because he lost fingers and his buddy got ripped to shreds by an alien. But watch this story here. This is how far advanced we are.
James, bring on those babies. Okay, this is baby Logan.
This will make you stop and think.
Do you recognize this girl?
Yes.
What's her name?
Cherry.
We think we can help you, but we need to help her too.
You don't understand. Who is she?
I'm asking you politely to let this one go.
She's a child.
The reason you can't find Cherry, the reason why she doesn't have a last name or a social security number, it's because she's not a real human being.
Hey, what's up? I'm Cherry.
She's one of the most complex AIs that's ever been created.
What I want is to protect children.
We're talking about a monumental transition from digital to physical.
Human nature is not something I aspire to.
Do you want to tell us the truth?
Cherry isn't human. No more secrets.
I can't even tell I'm not human anymore! Hello again.
Hello, Cherry.
Ladies and gentlemen, that show right there will make you think about AI, AIG really hard. I really recommend it. It is on Netflix. You will not watch your phone. You will not scroll on Facebook. So,
Yeah.
and we are past that. We are surpassed what this movie is showing us. So, but yes, it is out there. I recommend it.
Yeah,
Laurel, and her obviously stupid, funny movie, is it? I have to watch that. I need a funny
We
movie.
need to watch it. Like we're supposed to watch a movie together anyway. We need to watch that. We need to find it.
Oh, I'm too tired.
You enjoyed it. What? What was that?
Nothing. I said
What
I
was
love
that?
you.
No,
Creepy show, don't want to watch it. No, Tammy, you need to watch it because it's reality. And the guy has good intentions of what he created with the money from his mother's death.
That's
for
Lance. He's
going
like in all the
against
Predator movies
pedophiles.
and the Alien movies. He's so and
But
Pumpkin. He was such a good actor.
it blows your mind. And then you watch videos about, the president, Biden. Is he real? Is he the brother? So it's like what was it called? I just closed it out. Artificial girl
Yes.
or something. Yeah,
The
it's on
Artificial Girl.
Netflix. It's like Megan, but better. Yes, but better.
I heard Megan.
So yeah, and and one of the things, Tammy and Laurel, is that when they first talked about AI, and I said this on other shows, that they're talking about 150 million people with jobs lost. Now it went to 650 to 800 something. I think I had to Google it. It was over 800 something million people without jobs. Now you tell me what these people in America are going to do without jobs.
Well, they're already doing that. They're replacing all the nighttime gas stations with automatic machines. The McDonald's, all of it.
Guess what else? Writers, song lyrics,
Paint artists.
novelists.
You can put
Yes.
in like pictures in an AI machine and come up with all kinds of different kind of AI art. Even though the AI art right now is still having glitches and like it's having a hard time making fingers, without adding extra. And that's a really good. It's good that we have that though, because without that, a lot of the AI art is being thrown off as somebody's actual art, which it's not the same. You're taking
They
away from the
say
real human experience.
that AI is going to be so good that they can take, and the only reason they can tell it's a fake that they can reproduce a Picasso, and you will not be able to tell the difference unless they taste and not taste, but test the paint.
Right.
Yes. Test the paint, ladies and gentlemen. That's how well it's going to be. I mean, there's already college students failing college because they're having papers written. I need an essay written for 2,500 words, please. Survey says. On what subject? Whatever. And they name it.
Yeah.
And it's like, done.
They have apps now that can take, so you don't get for plagiarism. It can scroll through everything that's ever written that's on the internet and be able to come up with something completely different than anything's already there. So you can't get for plagiarism, which is really cool, except for
Nicole,
sucks for the rest of us.
do you want to
have
be known as a Stephen King writer? Well, you can turn around and say, I want to be write a Stephen King novel, but like she says, it will change it, and you will have a novel, and it will sell for millions.
Mm-hmm.
So
We are taking away from our own experience, our own human experience. We are taking away from that. We're robbing ourselves of experience.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, when I was growing up, I was 15. I worked at a grocery store, local key market, and we had to price things with the manual price gun, you know, on top of the canned goods. We had to manually enter the prices. I never forget when they first did the barcodes, I was like, oh. And then you had the self-checkouts. I was like, oh. Then Jurassic Park, oh. The Terminator, I was like, oh. But no, everybody made fun of me.
Mm.
Yes, that is demonic. When you watch this movie, it will make you sit there and be like, oh my God, what has humanity created? That's exactly what I thought. That's just my opinion.
Okay, so that's the thing about the AI. When we think about the Terminator theory. Well, if artificial intelligence, which is used to do a lot of like statistics around the world, right? They use a lot of like computer programs and artificial intelligence for that, right? Well, if the computers know that we're destroying the world at the level that we are doing it at, wouldn't they be like combative right now to be able to destroy us? They would just let us destroy ourselves, so to get rid of us.
They already wanted to do that. Remember, that's why they shut them down.
Well, yeah, they had those scientists and
like I said on one show, hon.
So that we had that conversation on another show.
Yes.
Like they asked us what about the AI, but that's the thing. Okay, so if you can take the AI and it downloaded a program to fix itself, and then we talked about if you could harness a soul, if you could trap a soul into a thing, if you could trap your soul into that AI, and then the AI could forever be able to fix itself, you would live forever inside that AI.
You would be God.
I wouldn't even be God. God is the universe. You would just be living forever, which some of us do anyway, but we choose to come and go, and
Laura or Nicole, I was a master. I was a ninja. I was
you might have been.
Price gun. I was. I love that price gun. Man, I would have that tape with the empty stickers, this mile long. Everybody like, damn, look at Grizzly.
Probably like Billy the Kid or something in a past life, and he was just over bang bang.
Oh gosh. I never did like arrogance, especially on the shooting range. I told you.
You a little bit.
Hey,
We're
You
all well
know,
aware
there's
of it.
I always say this, ladies and gentlemen, you may be good at something, but there's always somebody better. That's the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not true.
Mm.
Nobody's better at being me than me. You can try all you want. It's the only thing.
Well, Lord,
Nobody's
better
better
get
at
my
than
cow boots on. But really, it's, you know, you stop and think, you know, Eisenhower back in the 54, 57s, allegedly signed the treaty with the aliens. You heard the guy. You know, what is the guy? He was on his deathbed. You
Who is
know,
he to speak for the rest of us anyway? Like, I feel like Jip that the aliens would come down and choose our government to make treaties with. I'm like, you know what? These people, they will get their people to believe anything. Let's just work up a deal with them. That's offensive. I'm offended.
well, you got to remember at one time, America was the superpower of the world. We were
Yeah.
the
Or
we
at
were
least
the
we believed
global
we were.
police. So,
And we believed that, and then we had other people believe in it, and that's really where the power came from, was the belief that we were there.
yes, I remember the hoster.
Not so much a powerhouse anymore, though. We try A for effort. Oh,
But you know, it's just like the last show we were talking about, Nephilims. You know, what is a Nephilim? Where do Nephilims come from? You know, from the biblical reference.
But
And then we hear allegedly that our government and NATO is working with them underground
okay, if
in
you
military
believe in the
bases.
Bible, you do. So in the Bible, it talks about it talks about them escaping back to the stars. So why would they stay here when obviously they had an escape route? You know, it talks about it in the Bible.
God asked Satan, where do you come from? I come from here and there. I travel far and above. So, you know, it doesn't matter in people's beliefs. It's a higher power. So, but when you hear things and people that you work with in these communities that I have ties with and say, Grizzly, yes, this is the rumor, that you're right. This is what we're hearing, that government entities are working with giants underground.
Yeah, but we've been hearing that for.
And it's
I mean,
like,
my dad preached about that
whoa,
like 25 years ago. He told people about that. Like,
I want your cell phone. I straight out. We got to get that up and running. Yes. I did everything I could to find stuff on that. Nobody knows what we're talking about. Thank God. I tried everything. I looked at maps. I looked at Google Maps. And what's weird is that I had a dream about that like 9 years ago. That's what's strange.
timing is everything.
It is. So,
Well, 9 is one of the magical numbers, you know, 3, 6, and 9.
yes. But, you know, and then the government not letting us buy actual real MREs anymore
I know.
off the market.
I know.
That's interesting.
Everybody just needs to buy a
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I actually worked for a civilian company that's very well known that everybody buys stuff from. They had skids and skids and skids of MREs, and they had to do inventory. And the procurement manager came to me one day and he was like, hey, you want to try some spaghetti and meatballs? And I'm like, well, yeah, why not? Did you make it? He's like, no. He says, but these MREs that we have, and I was like, what? they're going to expire, so we have to order new ones. I'm like, MREs?
Mm.
And I looked at it, and I'm like, these MREs are not government issues. And like, well, they are, but they're not labeled that way. But they have to have an expiration date on them, so we cannot keep them just in case we have an emergency. We cannot be caught with them. So we have to destroy them. So we are going to have a feast. And I'm like, are you serious? And I got to look at the paperwork to where he got these MREs from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I did sign a non-disclosure agreement, so I cannot talk about it.
Not like
But
you
yes,
just did.
I didn't say the company. So, yes. Laurel, hey guys, it's late. I'm going to go on and go night and have lots of love. Well, Laurel, we didn't need to know that, baby. I'm glad you're going to have lots of love. I'm proud of you.
I'm lots of love. Not gonna go get lots of love. She might
That's
though.
what she says. She says,
love
okay,
pal.
guys, it's getting late. I'm going to go on and get lots of love. Oh, good night and lots of love. I'm sorry. How embarrassing, Laurel. Look at me turning red.
I'll give you lots of love too. Quit it.
Nicole, I love the pricing guns. I worked in retail before my kids. Did I just read that? Yeah, but I did. We had holsters. That's right. I was like, deja vu. But
Like you go back in time over here. Rewind.
I know, right?
You did, yeah.
So what was
You've been
funny
doing that.
is
You've been doing that all week. You've kind of had like that, like.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let me ask you this, right? So what is this?
What? I don't know. What?
That's a VCR rewinding.
Oh yeah, that was a horrible impression. Maybe if the impressions were better,
Oh
I could.
my Lord. I guess because I got a good mic. I don't know.
Mine used to hum.
Nicole's laughing. Yes, I guess that was a horrible impression. Yes, Nicole.
It-
Thank you.
Yeah, that was too bad. I still have a brand new VCR in a box in there, so you ever want to get together and watch some VHSs? I got you. And the DVD, it's a DVD like combo pack or DVD player and VCR. It's brand new in a box.
Mercury still is in retrograde for the 15th. Yes, maybe that's why.
Well,
So Peter Marks is really good. Ha ha VCR.
Yeah. It wasn't.
So I never forget when they start first coming out with iPods, and you used to be able to go to Best Buy and download your music. I was like, wow, that was pretty interesting. So
Take the family down to Circuit City and see what's up.
gosh, now you're going back in time, Circuit City. Yes. But yeah, I'll try to have that video for next show for the rabbit hole because it's very interesting. The guy actually goes to a lot of UFO circuits, and he actually shows himself, his hands, and he talks about how he got shot with the laser.
You mean he did, right? He
did. But the government ends up killing him. He ends up getting wiped out because he ran his mouth too much, and he was warned. And he was like, screw you. People need to know the truth. So, and he got erased. Just like
And
somebody
honestly,
said.
it was probably just one thing. Like it's weird how much they'll let you talk about. And it's just like one little bitty stupid thing that they won't let you, that you slip up and say or something. And it's always something like the smallest thing,
Yeah, it is. It really is.
And like people that it's like they'll let them say so much, but and if they do, something does happen to them, it makes them look right. So
Well, for a
I think
prime example,
if the government wanted you dead, they would have done it the first time. I think they gave the man 13 warnings that said, "Hey, we're not okay with this," you know?
yeah, but I mean, yeah, no, I mean, he did. I mean, they did. So,
I mean, they
but
could have
I
just been,
mean,
'cause they
look
didn't
at
want to have to kill him, because if he was dead, then he makes that man look more right. Same thing Alex Jones said. He said, if they take me out, you'll know I was telling the truth. So they've done such a good job not to let that man die of what, even of having an accident. I feel like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, what it is though is like I said, that what we know the truth is not the truth. What we see on TV is not reality. Uh, with the technology we have, I don't know what is real. I don't even watch the news anymore. The local
You
news
can
here
cut
and
down your
there.
depression levels by 30% just by not watching the news, period. Don't watch it. Don't keep up with it. It doesn't mean that you are behind in current events. It's like a soap opera. I mean, it's going to take 10 years, but you get the general gist of what's going on out there. So there's no need to watch it go. Just stay positive and keep on that positive track and try to keep positive thinking.
Now, I tell you what, I'm really careful on what I talk about is Facebook. Man, they will throw your butt in jail faster than anything.
I'm already on a watch list. Whatever. I mean, yeah.
Oh, I wonder why.
Well, I had to argue about some of that stuff.
Yeah. But no, it's not the
Thank
truth. Really
you.
don't know what to believe. I don't know what mainstream media is. And Nicole, I don't either, girl. I really don't. I think the ties have turned when Ronald Reagan was out of office. I think Ronald Reagan did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion only. I thought he was for the people. He was not for the government.
He was
He
the
did not
president when I
want,
was born.
yes, he did not want the government interfering with the people. He told the people to fear the government.
And he lied about some stuff, and he's like, you know what? I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I did it.
So,
I did it. My bad. And you have to give anybody who is willing to take the responsibility, for their actions and just man up to it. And he did, and that says a lot about his character as a person.
but politics are not like they used to be when I was younger.
Well, you have this big gap in between people who were in politics. There's like people my age didn't get into politics a lot, and it just wasn't a thing that our generation got into, because I'm not sure exactly why, but that was there's a big there's a big like gap in between people who are interested in politics and who aren't, and we don't have anybody going, like, new people going into politics like we used to. It used to be a thing where everybody wanted to be a part of it. Now nobody even wants to be a part of it.
Nicole,
It changes if
she's
we
a
don't get anything done.
1993 baby. Is that what you are?
I'm a 1987.
So yeah. Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to reach out to somebody for a guest to come on the show for a little while next week. And this person will make you stop in your tracks. And he does things, and he travels and deals with the bad, the ugly, the aggressive Sasquatches in America. And I'll let you hear what he has to say. And I'll give him a little spot on the rabbit hole. But I'm going to find that video. Because when you do something right, no one remembers. But when you do something wrong, no one forgets. The truth is out there.
You shouldn't go into doing stuff just for people to remember it anyway.
And hopefully we can find it one day, ladies and gentlemen. I do. Whatever it may be, wherever it may take us, I have no idea. What do you think, girl? That sounds like a winner.
Yeah. Oh, that put me back in my place. Ah, yeah. What was the question?
The truth that's out there.
Yeah, we're looking for it.
But I'll reach them. I won't. The first time I interviewed him, Nicole, I was speechless. What he told me. He's very well known in the community. He's been on my show, several of my shows in the past year and a half. Very impressive guy. No nonsense, no BS. Big boy. His nephew got hurt. I won't say anything else. I'll get it scheduled and give him about a half hour, and I'll get the video.
Do it because you wanted to do it.
So, but his heart goes out to people that have issues with these creatures, and he makes it a prerogative to help people. And big-hearted guy, man. Big-hearted guy, and he'll tell you some things with how to help the ones that have problems. And I wish I could find that one I posted. Brenda, I don't know what it was. I don't know if you remember the different types of Bigfoots that we have in America, the different breeds. I posted
No
that.
promises, Brenda.
Do what?
You said stay out of the ditch. I said no promises.
Oh, I didn't see that. She said stay out of the Dutch. Didn't I say Dutch? I see it, yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it out. But ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up for Paranormal Cryptid Rabbit Holes with Grizzly and Psychic Medium Sonya. Yeah. Wonderful. Hopefully we didn't go too far off topic. But you know what you need to do? You need to get your cards out one night.
Yeah, I'm game for anything. Whatever. I got them. They're right here. You know, they're not hiding under the bed. And even if Brenda's here tonight, so she'll be able to find them for me.
Right, right.
I've got my new pendulum on, which I don't have the right chain on it, but I've got my pendulum made. And I've been using it a lot lately. Energy's been crazy. So
what do you think about that? Do you think Sonya should get her cards out one night and do a couple of readings too? I think that'd be pretty cool. It's up to you all. It's your all show. We're here just to relay information and get you all entertained and get you involved.
Yeah, if anybody has any kind of like ideas that they want to like throw at me for different shows or things to bring up or like anything, let us know. Let me know. Let Grizzly know.
Yeah, somebody said something about ancient aliens. I am down with that. I love ancient aliens. I can talk about
the thing
that.
about the ancient aliens, I've had theories about ancient aliens forever, and before the show came out, so I've had all these theories in my head, and growing up, just all these thoughts, And then Ancient Aliens come out, and these people believe the same stuff that I've been thinking in my head since I was a kid. That stuff is scary because in your mind, when you're just a kid and you just have these thoughts or theories like of what could have happened, and then you hear that other people also have these theories, and these people are more high up. They're scientists or they have credible, resources. And I've just been sitting in the country thinking about how things could have been. And it's really cool to be able to come up with the same information as those same people.
Nicole says, yeah, Grizz and Sonya, it sounds like that'd be amazing. I'm vibe with that stuff. There we go. That's what we'll do. So we'll get my buddy on here. We'll get the video. We'll get her cards out. We'll shake, rattle, and roll, and we'll see. Yeah, and have a little fun, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I talk about. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Get the little party started and rolling around. Yeah, I like to have a little beat from time to time. But it's been interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully everybody has a good night, and we'll see you soon. Don't forget tomorrow, the true crime with, what's her name?
Summer Wells. Summer Moon.
Summer Wells is coming out with the panel, the psychics tomorrow. So the truth is going to come out. So, by the way, I signed up for a lot of the Facebook groups, and they don't want nothing to do with the show. They will not let me post anything in the groups. So I was like, Very interesting.
Funny how, like, when you are on the side of helping and that's all you want to do, and that you should be taking any kind of clue or leave no stone unturned, and these people do not even want to listen to what could be a possibility. And that's just sad. That means you're in it for the wrong reasons. You're not even in it for the right reasons. And that just all that proves.
Well, I'm still on the verge of doing a blast tomorrow. I'm thinking about putting up a bunch of Facebook groups and be like blasting them. Be like, this is one of the ones I contacted, but I don't want to make an ass out of somebody.
Well, I'll live around there. I'll do it.
I'm debating it.
There's
because,
a few people I'd like to have some partners with anyway, and yeah.
Look, if I was in a group with over 10,000 people running a group for a missing person, a missing 5-year-old child, and I found out somebody is doing a show and it's got people with abilities and they're covering a case, and there's possibility that there's some of this information because the police department and everybody else that says everything's on the table. Okay. Hey, I'm listening. You want to broadcast? Come on.
I think if you, just by having a group of people just sit down and talk about a subject, other new ideas can come up. Like, you just don't know. And that little bit of resource could be a step in the right direction to find somebody. And I can't believe that anybody would want to just, anyway.
There's more to the story than what people know, and people in that community know what happened. And I'll leave it at that because it's going to come out. So, ladies and gentlemen, from us to you to us, good night. We love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Sonya, what do you think?
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
We'll talk to you soon. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you.
It's a grizzly. get out of here?
No. We're gonna watch and listen.
Action.
It's a grizzly.
Oh, shit, should we run?
No.
Action.
It's a grizzly.
Oh, should we run?
Okay. It's a grizzly.
Are you sure it's not a chipmunk?
Action.
No, I'm out of here.
Action.
It's a grizzly.
I'm out of here.
Huh. Maybe it is a chipmunk. It's a grizzly.
Are we gonna die?
I don't know. We're just gonna sit here and listen and watch.
Let's get out of here, maybe.
Fall!